been to the festival Louder Than a Bomb, actually, in Chicago? Y'all, okay. You don't even know. I'm gonna tell you about it though. So first of all, if I speak like this, can you hear me in the back? Yeah. So I speak my heartbeat. On your eardrum, I drop it. All people are poets, and poets are prophets. See, when you speak your truth, God's speaking through you. We were made to communicate. So this is what we do. And your voice is your voice. So nobody else can reach for it or teach for it, right? Only yourself. So show what you know that is known just to you. Poet. Speak poetry. I know it's true. Thank you. I'd like to start off with that piece because it kind of grounds me in my whole philosophy of what I do and why. I'm a poet, I'm a teaching artist. I say in that piece that all people are poets, and I really believe that. Not that everyone wants to be a poet by trade or whatever, but everyone has a voice. Everyone has a unique voice based on your unique story, and has, I think, not only the ability but the duty to tell that story, because it's yours. Nobody else can tell it. So that's why I do what I do. I go around, I teach writing workshops to youth. I help run these youth programs out in the west suburbs, actually. Batavia, St. Charles, Elgin, with Teen Writers and Artists Project. I coach kids for Louder Than a Bomb. So on the subject of Louder Than a Bomb, which is the biggest youth poetry slam festival in the world, happens every year in Chicago. This is a piece, it's another kind of manifesto about what I do and why, that kind of tells my story of, as a youth, what the youth spoken word community did for me, meant for me, and how it led to where I am now. So for lack of a better title, I call it Manifesto Written After a Cipher at Young Chicago Authors. It's like, so I was born with hella privilege, white skin, doors open, living hella north up on Francisco Ave near Orthodox Hasidics, just within the city limits, near Devon's Indian village, so even though I was comfy, the city's diversity was still imminent. For example, at the magnet K-8 school I attended, half the kids were black, but they apparently offended mostly white affluent faculty and often got suspended, so I knew there was some stuff that Reconstruction hadn't mended. In 7th grade, I felt depressed because school was hella boring. I hated the fact that they made me go back every day and kept ignoring that. I couldn't care less about standardized tests my childhood written for me. Even being rich and feel like living, and this is the root of my story. I went to Northside College Prep, the best school in the nation, but Louder Than a Bomb is where I got my education. Learned to listen, heard another side of the equation, saw the power of the spoken word for massive integration. Now I'm rocking the pen with a rock kind of vengeance, finding the flow a little bit, keeping the hustle and spreading the gospel and grinding the teaching our biz, using the music to get moving to it and murder each bar that I spit. You can tell by my flow that I come from the going, been wordplaying since as a kid. I'm talking about MCs from Chicago like Def C and Tomorrow King, Bella Bosniak, Marshall, Emmanuel, Vince, Lamar, Jordan, No Name, Pivot, Deja Taylor, FN Supreme, Ray Jackson, April Fools. Now I'm mean and a million unmentioned. Renaissance hip and I'll be repping the tracks till I'm dead. Now I'm on a mission for freedom for my people, so I've been reading revolutionaries and dreaming about a world that we can all breathe in, where there's no one dead for not eating, and money ain't even needed, and I'm never gonna stop like a radio poppin'. If I make it to the top, it'll be because y'all deem it necessary. Let's get very real for a sec, it's getting scary. The system's broken, the cloak is tearing. It ain't a joke, it's a smoking barrel. Conclusion of this revolutionary, not a prophet, more like an emissary, here to say that with bravery and brains, our generation could do something legendary. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, what is poetry? Anyone?
What's poetry?
Words.
Words. Word. True. No, what else? Right, an expression of what the poet or person is feeling at the time. True, true. What else? What is it good for? Expressing your feelings, right? Telling your story. You said that. Changing thought. Nice. The piece I just did was obviously pretty political. You know, I use poetry as a way to get across political social messages. I also use it just to meet people, you know, like when you come to an open mic, you just meet people and we tell our stories, but we really tell our stories because it's poetry, so it's got all the passion and music that we can put into it, and it's just kind of like a way to get to know people quicker. So there's a lot. Anything else? What is poetry? It doesn't have to make sense. Yell it out.
Life.
True. Nice. Life. Dope. Awesome.
So I'm going to share one of my favorite definitions. Oh, real quick. I heard that Gwendolyn Brooks did this program like 20 years ago. That's amazing. I can't tell you what an honor it is to stand on the stage and deliver to y'all. Also, just what an honor it is to be given 50 minutes to talk to 500 high schoolers. I mean, really, the times we're living in demand a lot of your generation. And so this is something I take seriously. And thank you for giving me your respect and your listening ears. Also thinking about the ancestors, thinking about Gwendolyn Brooks, you know, and all that she did. You know, I co-founded the Revolutionary Poets Brigade. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more about that, but you know, I think about her a lot as far as the legacy of poetry for social change that she left in Chicago. But anyway, she has a definition of poetry that said, poetry is life distilled to a crystal. Think about that one. And then here's another one of my favorite definitions of poetry. It comes from the MC Denison Kane from the Chicago hip-hop crew Typical Cats. And he said, poetry is the language of imagination. Poetry is a form of positive creation. Difficult, isn't it the point? You're missing it. Rocking's kind of new to me because my true love is poetry. I don't know what she thought, hops, but Chief, I've got tall props. See, this be the rebuttal version to Mr. Academic who does not believe that my poems would, could, should have muscles and bodies like this one. I want my poem to be brazen and long-legged and squash mud under a hard, yellow-heeled, wicked gravity. I wish to leave this lab of brains swishing in jars and write poems that shatter glass with undeniable bodies. I want to be a word that wants to be a sweating brick, so drink that through your pointed teeth and critique it. I want to be the strophe that strokes the ear and salty heaves, a spine that bends and works like the dance you shut the door to be. Listen to me with your hips. Clutch this line in the fleshy grip of bold thighs. Eat through your ears and drink through your pores. And if you see me splashed across a page, know that a leaf is a tongue that you wear to make love to a voice not your own. Eat this poem, floss with the barbed length of a simile and scrape your tongue across the living verses, bristling skin. My eye is just my eye, I promise. I believe in closure, but not in hospital corners. The way first principles are real, but untraceable. See, God is meaning, means becoming, means I knock before I come in. Means I wriggle through the riddle of the flesh to outsweat it. Means I wear my impertinence upon my fluttering lip. My refusal to bow out to some abstract curtain and exist backstage by the sandbags and pulleys. Hell no, I exist to be seen, to see and be seen, to push my eye to the thou, because the premise of my rhythm is the unapologetic, emphatic insistence of the declarative sentence. That's right, bad boy. I am, I is, I be. Forget you, I can speak about myself in rhyming couplets if I want to. I am, I is, I be, I do, I self, I delve, I solo, I dolo, is, I. And my mother's talk stories from beginning to end. Listen to this poem with your hips. Thank you. Cheers, y'all. This is fun. All right. So yeah, pretty good definition of poetry, right?
Let's see.
I'll do one more cover piece, and then I'll do, the rest will be original. But I like to do cover pieces because, you know, it's a way of honoring the folks who have inspired me, right? You also learn a lot more about a piece when you try to embody it yourself. So that was by Dennis and Kane of Typical Cats. This is a piece called Being Human by Naima Penniman, who's one half of the phenomenal spoken word duo Climbing Poetry, two really badass women, Alixa Garcia and Naima Penniman. Check them out. Climbing Poetry, Poetree. You get it. I wonder if the sun debates dawn some mornings, not wanting to rise out of bed from under that down feather horizon. If the sky grows tired of being everywhere at once, adapting to the mood swings of the weather, if clouds drift off trying to hold themselves together, make deals with gravity, loiter a little longer. I wonder if rain is scared of falling, if it has trouble letting go, if snowflakes get sick of being perfect all the time, each one trying to be one of a kind. I wonder if stars wish upon themselves before they die, if they need to teach their young how to shine, if shadows long to just for once feel the sun, if they get lost in the shuffle not knowing where they're from. I wonder if sunrise and sunset respect each other even though they've never met, if storms have regrets, if volcanoes get stressed, if compost believes in life after death. I wonder if Brett ever thinks of suicide. If the wind just wants to sit still sometimes and watch the world pass it by. If smoke was born knowing how to rise. If rainbows get shy backstage, not sure if their colors match right. If lightning needs an alarm clock to know when to crack. If rivers ever stop and think of turning back. If streams meet the wrong sea and their whole lives run off track. I wonder if the snow wants to be black. If the soil thinks she's too dark. If butterflies want to cover up their marks. If rocks are self-conscious of their weight. If mountains get insecure of their strength. If waves get discouraged, crawling up the sand only to get pulled back again to where they began. If land feels stepped upon, if sand feels insignificant, if trees need to question their lovers to know where they stand, if branches waver at the crossroads, unsure of which way to grow, if leaves understand they're replaceable and still dance when the wind blows. I wonder where the moon goes when she is in hiding. I want to find her there and watch the ocean spin from a distance. Listen to her stir in her sleep. Effort give way to existence. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right.
Look at my list here.
Sorry, I'm a little indecisive at the moment about where to go from here.
Y'all want to hear some music?
Okay. Here we go. All right. Yeah. Who here plays music? Okay. Yeah, I'll have to make a little more noise for music than that. Yeah, music is dope. All right. Thank you. Yeah. You know, to be honest, I'm more focused on songwriting these days than poetry. I will never give up spoken word poetry because there's something magical about it that I just feel so nourished by, and you know, the intimacy you can create with an audience is amazing. But the heights that I reach, you know, spiritually and emotionally when I play guitar and sing are just incomparable to anything else. So this is my focus now. I got a band actually. Y'all, this is like the biggest thing in my life right now. I'm so excited. I just started a band in like October, and so we're taking it pretty slow, just a gig here and there. We are called, for lack of a better name, Adam Gottlieb and One Love. So yeah, I'm the front man, you know, singer-songwriter, and it feels really, really amazing. I'm really honored and blessed to be focused on this. So this is one of the songs that we play a lot. It's called Hoka Hey. Hoka Hey is a Native American warrior cry. It actually means, today is a good day to die. Never a day off since I've been working for the revolution, educating myself about it can be overwhelming too, when working every day you think by now I feel dead, but actually more and more I feel more alive than ever. Go! Well, every day is a brand new day. I'm struggling and loving and making change. My brothers and my sisters are on my team, and we're struggling together to wake that dream. We're mischievous, intelligent optimists, cause we know they got the guns but we got the bliss. So we fighting with our words and not our fists. This is love in action and there is no stopping this. Come on! That it needs some water, air, and something fresh to eat. And I'm meditating so to be the best of me. And I'm feeling better and better daily, best believe. Fast food will make you dumb, and the news is meant to scare us into apathy, so that we'll just accept the terror. But cynicism kills, I think that hope's much better, cause more and more I feel more alive than ever. Come on! If you feel alive, and no, they can't keep me down. I'ma keep my freedom. When I breathe in, breathe out, I know I'm alive. Oh no, they can't keep me down. I'ma keep my freedom. I'ma keep believing, and I will survive. Oh, 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 hey, ah, oh, 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 hey, ah, oh, 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 hey, ah, oh, God, hey, oh, 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 hey, ah, oh, 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 hey, ah, oh, 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 hey, ah, oh, God, hey, woo! Haven't warmed up yet. Thanks for clapping, y'all. Picture a whole band behind me. Check. Well, I take a look around and see what's happening. People starving in the streets outside a mansion, and they're closing all the public schools for the poor and brown. All the mayor's kids are going to the best schools in town, and there's people on their yachts drinking fine champagne while they're cutting food stamps time and time again. And we throw away enough food to feed the world, and they tell us we're the best country in the world. What? control. System got no heart and soul. Forget the portals built up by supply of bombs. It's the people versus the money, so which side you want? They say it's getting better and I must agree. Cause capitalism's dying and the prophecies coming true before our very eyes. Cause we've never had to save the earth before. More alive than ever, come on! All right, we awake yet? That was fun, thank you. How much time we got left? Awesome. So yes, I will mention I do have CDs, I do have an email list. Please come holler at me afterwards if you feel what you heard. I'll just talk. I like, learning about students, what you're into, what are your questions. We should leave some time for some questions too, so maybe I'll just do one or two more, and then, yeah, awesome, okay. I just burped. Man, breath control, man. You gotta warm up before you sing a song like that. All right, two more. Just poems. Sorry. Y'all want another song? Yeah. All right. I'll do another song. I'll do one more poem and then one more song. So, real quick, I want to ask y'all a question, which is, I'm about to do a piece about the education system. So, what are your complaints about the education system? Please don't say anything mean. Please don't say anything mean about your teachers, because your teachers are the hardest working people on the whole friggin' planet. So if anyone says something mean, I'm gonna be mad at you. But about the system itself, and like maybe raise hands, I don't know. Or is that something that you don't like about the system? Homework? About that. Right, when you have to learn something that's not necessary in life. Wasn't that what? Yeah. Very nice test. Can we all say That's real though. That's real. And there are so many problems that we could go on and on and on, right? I think we all know this. It's not like a secret, but we have to talk about it, and y'all should be the leaders of that conversation, right? Because this is about your education, your childhood. My whole journey kind of started, as you heard in that first piece, because I thought school was boring, frankly. And I was lucky, I went to good schools, I went to a good high school, but it was still like, I didn't really want to go every day, but I had to. And I felt like the whole system was kind of like a lot of busy work and disconnected from my life. And I think a lot of people feel that way. So we got to change it. But when you look at why it's that way, it goes a lot deeper. It's not the fault of the teachers. Don't let anyone tell you that it is. because the news is trying to say it's the teacher's fault they're lazy, but the reality is your teachers are making lesson plans and designing curriculum and staying late to help you with your clubs, and they're honestly some of the hardest working people I've ever met. And let's give it up for teachers right now. Thank you. So this piece is dedicated to students and teachers, and it's called Pedagogy of the Poets. So real quick, anyone know what pedagogy means? Pedagogy. It's cool. I avoided it until college because, I was like, that sounds pretentious. I don't want to have anything to do with that. It's a really important word, actually. It means like the philosophy of education. What is education? What is teaching? What does it mean to teach? What's the science and philosophy of it? By the way, I'll just mention, I never met a lazy teacher until I went to college, and they were like the ones who were like big shots and like famous and had tenure and but I've never met a lazy high school teacher or middle school teacher in my life. Just saying. So, this poem starts with a quote by a revolutionary educator by the name of Paulo Freire from Brazil, who published Pedagogy of the Oppressed in 1970. And in that book, he says that education either functions as an instrument which is used to facilitate the integration of the younger generation into the logic of the present system and bring about conformity, or it becomes the practice of freedom, the means by which men and women deal critically and creatively with reality and discover how to participate in the transformation of their world. Paulo Freire, Pedagogy of the Oppressed. And Kevin Coval, who co-founded Louder Than a Bomb, said, hip-hop was Freirean before we read Freire. Pedagogy of the Poets. This is our classroom. This cipher. This circle. This open mic to amplify our voices, this talking stick, this ritual, this space where we are all teachers and students, and our conversation is the lesson. Voices in concert, dialogue, testimonies meeting, alchemizing in the air. This is our eternal truth, our only theory, our sacred text ever changing. We are movement, evolution, truly human being praxis. We practice the art of speaking and listening. The word and the silence are the legs on which we walk. The word to name ourselves and the world. The silence to hear what others are saying. The word to know, to defend, to dream. Silence, soil to receive these seeds. This is the garden, the ecosystem. This is art and age-old wisdom. This is the theater, this is the stage, this is the altar on which we pray. This is our church and our town hall, our Congress and congregational. This is our government, we are the legislators. This is our classroom, we are the educators. Capitalist pedagogy works top down. Study for the test, listen up, shut your mouth. Standardized curricula written by the state, memorizing disconnected facts for a grade. Keep it compartmentalized, don't connect the dots. Teach them to be satisfied with the poverty they got. Never use the word oppression, that's unpatriotic. Don't teach ethnic studies or you'll go to jail, got it? Water down the history, literature, social studies, out with creativity. We don't need critical thinkers, do we? In a system where the vast majority of jobs are to slave away from minimum wage, working for the boss. But something new is happening, now even that is gone. Computers, robots automate, creating a new problem. They don't even need us now, start closing all the schools, beefing up the police state and changing all the rules, taking back the pensions, cutting welfare, closing clinics, putting dictatorial rule in the state of Michigan. If this ain't a form of fascism, then I don't know what is. Tyrannous corporation slavery Inc. Rom and his buddies up in City Hall huddle like a pack of vicious vultures to callously shutter up another public school till there's not even one left. Selling education not for charter paychecks. Packing 50 students in a class with old books, cutting back special ed, art and music go first, then it's nurses, counselors, janitors, lunches, gross meat. Soon enough, they're sitting in a room with no heat. But it's all about the kids, right? Rom is on our side. side. It's not his fault we got an educational apartheid. It's gotta be the teachers. You know them people lazy. Better bust the unions up, cut their payment, raise fees, call me crazy. But I think I see a pattern. They're taking away our basic needs while they keep getting fatter. Their politics are like the class is just monologue, turning schools into prison, soft holocaust. All of us now have to make a decision. Keep trying to fix a broken capitalist system or redesign society, unite for a new vision where everyone participates and everybody listens. This is why we make space for everyone to talk. This is what democracy looks like, hip hop. This is our pedagogy. This is why we rock the mic and we pass it so the cipher don't stop. Thank you. All right, I probably took up too much time, and now we only have time for a song or questions, not both. How much time? Song? Okay, and then maybe one or two questions. All right. I don't know if some people wanted to ask questions, but the people who wanted the song were louder, so I'm sorry. I just went with the mob. Maybe we'll have time for questions. I'll just do one more. This is a good one to end. It'll kind of ground me, because this takes a lot. I got one more period after this. Awesome. This is a song I wrote called Trust.
But we're gonna win.
spirit. Oh, 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 I hear his spirit talking to me. Oh, 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 I hear it. Oh, 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 my spirit. Oh, 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 I hear his spirit singing to me. Oh, 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 I hear it. Oh, 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 my spirit. Oh, 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 I hear his spirit playing to me. Oh, 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 I hear it. Oh, 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 my spirit. Oh, 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 I hear his spirit saying to me. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Thank you all so much. Awesome. You're awesome. All right. I don't know. Do we have time for any questions or probably not? Do we? Yeah, awesome.
It's like a really simple basic question, but how long does it take to grow your hair?
Answer that later. Come find me after.
Okay.
Yeah. Questions about my hair can wait. Awesome. All right. Yeah. Why don't I wear shoes? That can also wait, but basically I'm more comfortable. Thank you.
I'm 25.
What poets influenced me? Saul Williams, Patricia Smith, Jack Hirschman, and the old school mystics, Hafiz, Rumi, you know, some of the Catholic mystics too. All right, yeah, a lot of them. Thank you. Awesome.